Welcome to the TOEFL Listening section. In this section, you will listen to an academic lecture and then answer questions about what you heard. You may take notes while you listen. You will have time to review your notes before answering the questions. Listen to part of a lecture in a university class. You will hear the lecture only once, so listen carefully. After the lecture, you will answer some questions about what you heard. Some questions ask about the main ideas and supporting details. Other questions ask you to make inferences or connections between ideas. Answer each question based on what is stated or implied in the lecture.
Good morning. Today we will examine urban development patterns and the social processes that shape modern cities. When I say urban development patterns, I refer to the spatial arrangements of housing, employment, and services, and the social dynamics that follow from them. We will look at several distinct patterns. First, there is suburbanization and urban sprawl, which expanded rapidly in North America after the Second World War. Sprawl produces low-density land use and heavy car dependence, and it often increases socio-spatial segregation by income. Second, we have densification and infill in established urban cores, which planners often promote to reduce sprawl and to improve public transport viability. However, densification has trade-offs. If densification is pursued without affordable housing policies, we often see displacement of long-term residents and social polarization. Third pattern is polycentric or edge city development, where new business and retail nodes emerge outside the historic central business district. An example is Tyson's Corner near Washington, D.C., which became a major employment center outside the downtown core during the late 20th century. We should also consider planned compact growth and transit-oriented development. Curitiba in Brazil is a useful case study because its integrated bus rapid transit system shaped land use and promoted linear high-density corridors. By contrast, informal settlements illustrate another pattern of urban growth. Places like Rocinha in Rio de Janeiro grew because formal housing supply and regulatory systems failed to keep up with migration. Informal settlements exhibit precarious infrastructure and tenure insecurity, which creates social vulnerability but also complex local economies and social networks. Gentrification is a process that often overlays other patterns. When investment targets central neighborhoods, you can see rapid demographic and economic change and displacement of lower-income residents. Policy responses vary. Brownfield redevelopment and adaptive reuse can revitalize industrial land into housing and services. Inclusionary zoning can require a share of affordable units in new developments. Sustainable urbanism encourages mixed-use neighborhoods, active public transit, and green infrastructure to support social equity and environmental goals. To analyze these patterns, sociologists use tools such as spatial analysis of census data, qualitative studies of neighborhoods, and comparative case studies across cities. Understanding urban development patterns requires attention to institutions, markets, and everyday practices. Only then can we design policies that balance growth, efficiency, and social inclusion.
Listen again to part of the lecture. Then answer the question.
If densification is pursued without affordable housing policies, we often see displacement of long-term residents and social polarization.
This concludes the listening section. For more TOEFL practice tests and study materials, visit Spinta.org.